give me a couple minutes and I'll share with you how I used a Beethoven piece to dig deep into the sophisticated aspects of concepts, musical concepts that had been addressed before. I'm Hilda Ryan with your quick tip for piano teachers. Now, this morning I was teaching the first movement of the Beethoven Sonatina in F. You're familiar with that, taught it many times, I'm sure. Now, the opening, at least in my edition here, has tenuto marks over the... And my student came in playing the tenuto marks, but it didn't sound musical, and I had to kind of wrestle with it myself, and I concluded that there's a sophisticated aspect to this. Yes, we need to do this tenutos, but it's more of a nudge than a not a punch, but a nudge. And if we do just the nudge, we can get louder. And make it more musical. Now, in the middle of the development, you have this wonderful section that goes... And she came in playing with hiccups like that. And I'm sure you've heard that too. And I think the solution to that is to play one hand at a time, and then put the hands together, and then you have to ask yourself, did I hold on to the new musical aspect, or did the hiccups come back? And then we talked about retards. Well, retards are usually needed at the seams and in other places too, but in the Baroque and Classical, particularly at the seams. So at the end of the exposition, we need a little retard. Just a little bit. Didn't play that very well, but it's okay. Now, in the at the end of the development, we have a rocking back and forth between 5 of 5 and 5. And again, 5 of 5 and 5. And yes, we talked about that. And I even played what I call the harmonic distillation, or the harmonic bones for her, so she could hear. You hear that? That's just the harmonic bones. And then you hear the weight, the long weights, the several measures of static harmony. And it's when you listen that way, then when you add the other stuff back, you play differently. You play differently. So that was one aspect. And then the other thing was, so how does that inform the retard that I need right there as I enter the recap? Do we need a little bit more than we did over here at the beginning of the development? I think so, because we've been waiting with the 5 of 5 and the 5 and the 5 of 5 again and the 5. So yes, we need a little bit more time here. Now, the other thing was at the end. Here's the end of this piece. Bunch of fast notes, and then quarter note rest, quarter note rest. So what do we do here? If we do what we typically do, it sounds like this. I think that's just too much. Why? Because Beethoven has slowed it down. The note values are slower. It's already feeling slower without trying. So I think we don't need that much. 2. Now, I don't know if that was a whole lot different, but anyway, I point that out to the student. That is a sophisticated concept that I don't teach when I get new students or when I'm teaching at the elementary level. And those things are here right in this sonatina. This is not an advanced Mozart or Beethoven or Haydn sonata here. This is a sonatina. But I feel that I want my students to understand all those things if they're playing here, this piece at this level, because I want them to play musically and I want them to be convinced of it, of what they're playing and why, because they understand what's there.